advice for a man or some women when they are buying the diamond?
This is a very common questions people ask me.
Is diamond a investment?
Diamonds could be.
There is a concept of lab-grown diamond.
We have created some proprietary equipment to differentiate naturals versus non-naturals. And recently,
The diamond industry. How would you say it changed until today?
quite a significant change in terms of
When you work with the influencers, how do you choose them?
we do have different, for example,
How is luxury market these days?
in the past couple of years,
What's the most important skill in your job?
my most important skill,
If you could write a book,
the first chapter would be about
do you have a little habit that you do that helps you be more successful?
all need to have some.
Today on the show, we have Ms. Loletta Lai. And to everybody who didn't have a chance to meet you in person, what could you tell us about yourself? What's your inspiration? What's your mission and your role in the company?
Hi, Philip. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Loletta Lai. I am the head of marketing, Natural Diamonds of DBS Group, and I'm born and raised in Hong Kong. And I've been in the industry of natural diamonds over 2 decades.
Natural diamonds. Diamonds are forever and the best friend of women, as we know.
I think diamonds are not just the best friends of women, it could be the best friends of men as well.
When did that happen?
Well, that happened, I think, a few decades ago when our company, we have a massive campaign about diamonds forever. And actually, since then, diamonds have become the symbol of ultimate love.
I know all the women know everything about diamonds. I don't think all the men know everything about diamonds. What would be your advice for a man when they are, or some women as well, when they are buying the diamond?
This is a very common questions people ask me. How do I know this diamond is for me? Most people have heard about 4Cs: color, cut, clarity, and carat. Well, what I would say there is one more C is confidence. All these 4Cs you can find on a grading report. Or if you go in jewelers, they can explain to you what the 4Cs are. But the confidence is that which give you the extra assurance that you would like to buy from that particular jeweler. So what gives you the confidence? Of course, whether the jeweler is reputable, some proof of origin or traceability, and also whether the diamonds are real. A diamond is like love at a first sight. That's why people like to go to a physical store to buy a diamond. You really have to try it on and make comparison, and then you know which one capture your attention and whether it's a good fit.
Is diamond a investment?
Diamonds could be an investment, like a collector's item, I would say. If you can buy exceptional at auctions, but in general, I would say diamonds are just a piece of jewelry, and the purpose of the jewelry is to make you pretty, and it has emotional significance, and it could be an family heirloom.
In recent years, there is a concept of lab-grown diamonds.
Lab-grown diamonds have been in the market for many years, but basically in the past, they were used for industrial purpose. But right now, in recent years, we have seen lab-grown diamonds fashion jewelry lines. They are basically a technology product that it can be produced, as many as you in a factory, right, within 3 weeks. But versus a natural diamond, which is born deep in the earth, natural diamonds are rare and is finite. And in the past 10 years, we don't really have a significant mine discovered. So you can imagine one day the natural diamonds will be out of supply.
You mentioned buying the natural diamond requires confidence.
We have created some proprietary equipment to differentiate naturals versus non-naturals. And recently, just a month ago, we have launched a new equipment which is called Diamond Proof. That is so handy that it can be used in store, and then it can test your diamond within seconds so that you know this is natural or non-natural. If it's not natural, it could be other materials than lab-grown diamond. It could be moissanite, it could be cubic zirconia, it could be just glass. When a diamond is sitting on a ring,
Already polished.
From a layman's eye, you cannot tell the difference. So that's why we highly recommend you go to a reputable jeweler. You can ask them for certification or some kind of assurance, or just ask more questions where the diamonds are from.
In all those years that you have been witnessing and involved in the diamond industry, how would you say it changed until today?
Today, we have seen quite a significant change in terms of consumer desire preferences, and especially that now the consumers, they don't like to be spoon-fed.
What do you mean by that?
Take the Generation Z, for example. Now, what they are looking for are experiences that they would prioritize personal fulfillment, self-expression, instead of the traditional concept of jewelry, which is symbol of love or symbol of status.
How do you cope with that? Are you able to provide experiences? Are you able to design experiences to meet that standard?
As a luxury marketer, we do face a lot of challenges and also opportunities. But first of all, we have to understand our consumers. Hence, we have a professional team that we will conduct studies about who are the consumers nowadays. And then we have to speak the same language.
Then the consumer in Hong Kong or mainland China or other areas of Asia, do they differ significantly, or is it just a little bit of difference?
Basically, we talk about Generation Z because they are the powerhouse of our future customers. And primarily, they are all born tech savvy, and they look at the social media for everything they want to know. So that's why now when we think about the channels to talk to these customers, so obviously the social media is where we have to focus at.
Social media are coming up one by one, right? Is there anyone that is your favorite as a brand or as a person?
In terms of China audience, there are a few of them, like the Little Red Book, Xiaohongshu, WeChat, Douyin. They are all, the channels that the younger generation, they would use very often. For Hong Kong, I think we still use Instagram and Facebook a lot.
Even Facebook.
Facebook is for not so much for the younger generation, but the Facebook is for the more mature and sophisticated customers.
In that case, you must be working with a lot of influencers.
Right now, influencers strategy is one of the key strategy we've been using in China. We have been working with 200-300 KOLs.
Wow.
But apart from KOLs, what we call the key opinion leaders or influencers, actually, there are also two types of people that we can work with. One is the KOC, key opinion consumers, and the KOS, key opinion sales.
But I'm enlightened. Tell me more.
I'm sure you are familiar with KOL influencers who have a lot of followers, or at least 10,000, 50,000 or above. But for KOC, they are the genuine consumers.
All right.
But they are very expressive, more outspoken to talk about their experience and their point of views. And also these point of views are what exactly today's consumers are looking for. They don't listen to your brand advertising or what your brands advocate. They want to hear what their peers are talking about, what are trending. So that's why we also work with the KOCs. And for the KOS, the key opinion sales. So basically, they are the frontline sales staff, and they also they will make use of their own social media accounts and to reach their customers. And for KOLs, we will also have different tiers. In China, we call the tail, mid-tail, and the top.
And that comes with a price tag as well.
Yeah. Well, the price tags obviously will depend on the number of followers.
In the past, the budget for advertising would go for print magazines or TV. These days, it goes towards KOLs. Are the budgets in general similar or they differ?
Definitely the ratio of the marketing budget that we put on social media has significantly increased.
When you work with the influencers, how do you choose them?
We do have different frameworks when we choose the influencers. That really depends on the topics we want them to talk about. For example, if we want to associate natural diamonds with love or wedding, so obviously we'll choose some couple influencers. And when we want to highlight women power, then we will go for the KOLs who are the career women or who has a significant achievement in a certain aspect of their professions.
Social media allows you to tell multiple stories as opposed to the past when you could only go with one story because this was the printed magazine.
But right now, we have to be very alert. And so we have to look and listen to what is happening right now, right here, and then we will react. So that's why social media can allow us to be more flexible and also to send out multiple messages on multiple platforms.
And faster.
Yeah.
How much freedom do you give to influencers?
Well, we will have the guidelines, but we would not control them, because when we choose our influencers, we also want to choose someone who are genuinely interested in our topic. And of course, we will do due diligence before we pick and choose which influencers to work with. So we do give them quite a bit of freedom to deliver their thoughts and their ideas. We prioritize authenticity in terms of how they would like to interpret their ideas about natural diamonds.
You mentioned experience. I'm trying to think, what kind of experience can diamond give?
A lot.
Oh.
Well, maybe I can give you an example. We did an art exhibition, collaborated with the art gallery, and invited several local artists who are in different disciplines. So we give them the topic of natural diamonds and ask them to create their own artwork.
Okay.
Yeah, with the inspirations from diamonds. Afterwards, we organized an exhibition, and as part of the exhibition, we created immersive experience with LED films, with lighting, so people can feel immersion. They are immersed in the reflections of diamonds.
How is luxury market these days? I mean, is it still something in demand, or do people tend to live and spend more money on experiences like traveling or food?
In the past couple of years, we do see people, they have experienced changes in terms of what they would like to pursue as luxury. As you mentioned, many people, they prioritize experiences. And they also look for deeper meanings behind the products that they would like to purchase. For example, they would like to know about whether the product is environmentally responsible, where's the origin, and also traceability is also a hot topic. And when they come to make a purchasing decision, they would like to be informed. Okay. So that's why the internet is very helpful to provide all the information. But as far as the physical purchase in terms of our business, there is also a large percentage, over 70% of people, they prefer to go to a physical store to make the actual purchase.
What inspired you to work in the diamond industry?
I wasn't inspired at that time to work in this industry. I was just approached by a hunter. Personally, I always enjoy jewelry. And at that time, I was working in a PR agency, and I was serving a few jewelry and diamonds clients.
What's the most important skill in your role, in your job?
My most important skill is to communicate, because in our industry, we have different stakeholders, internal and external. And we are also, our businesses are across the whole pipeline of the industry, from upstream, midstream, and low stream. But basically, I think your personality does give you an advantage, because we are a people's industry. No matter how knowledgeable you are, but if you don't know how to deliver your knowledge, so it doesn't help you very much.
Oh, that's a very interesting point, because we had on the show a person who was a CTO, and he also said it's not the computer skills, it's the communication, because you need to communicate your knowledge or your ideas.
Exactly.
I'm curious, if you could write a book, a playbook about what you do, communication, strategy, marketing, what would the first chapter be about?
If I'm going to write a book about communication, that the first chapter would be about get to know yourself. If you want to be a good communicator, you have to work on yourself first. But I would say you must put aside your ego first. You can imagine yourself like an empty vessel. You have to set a few parameters and how you would like people to see you. And then you can work on that few aspects.
Following the first chapter, what kind of challenge would you set to people who want to improve their communication skills that they could try tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, in their bedroom or living room?
That would be very simple. Just be nice with people. When you step out of your house, you just say hello to everyone. Smile, say good morning, good afternoon, how are you? Because especially in Hong Kong, I find people very aloof. The first step is you should not be feeling timid in front of any strangers. And just be open, just be open-minded, and take the initiative to open the conversation.
Tell me, you've been very successful in what you do. Do you have any little habit, like everyday thing, that you do that helps you be more successful, achieve more?
We all need to have some indulgence in our life in order to maintain a balanced mindset. I'm a diehard shopper.
So shopping makes you more productive.
Yeah, but shopping maybe sometimes is just window shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that is also my kind of meditation, that when I walk and I look at the shop windows and then I got inspired. We really have to know when to stop or when to de-stress. Go shopping. Go buy some diamonds.
Loletta Lai.